So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. We've been doing some series on Great Depression tips, pantry tips. We've been talking about a lot of things for a long time. And recently we've had a lot of reminder videos, if you will, and reviews of things you want to pick up at the store or things you want to make sure you have in your pantry. Whether, like I said, you get them at the store or you're canning them yourself. Let's talk about all of the different types of meats and proteins that you need in your prepper pantry. So it's good to have you back. Let me remind you that you always need to do what works best for you, your family, your pantry, your body, your health, whatever, okay? That's up to you, okay? I am simply going to review several different options of different things here that you could or should have in your pantry for different reasons. Sometimes you have things in your pantry, especially if you are trying to be prepared for hard times. It's not a bad idea to have items in your list of things that you have that maybe necessarily aren't your favorite, but maybe your grandbaby likes it. Or, here's the thing. Here's what I want to say before I get into this. If I'm going to be helping somebody in hard times, which I'm very willing to do, the point that I'm trying to make is I may not necessarily just give away, for example, would I give away my chicken that I canned myself? Would I give away my bear meat that's canned like this? Probably not, for many different reasons. Number one, I want to keep the jars, right? Because you may not get that back. But I might do some corned beef, I might give away tuna. I might give away salmon. I might give away Spam if I have any left, because I eat it and enjoy it and there ain't no shame in this game. But that's what I'm talking about. So what I'm trying to get at is you need versatility in your pantry. You need different items. So do what you like, buy what you like, can what you like, whatever. But I'm just saying it isn't a bad idea to broaden your horizons. That's right. You ain't getting my bar meat. You ain't getting it. No, you aren't. No, you aren't. We'll go round and round like Davy Crockett, okay? So here's the deal. So I'm going to go over a brief list here, and what I want you to do, it's all out here on the countertop. I honestly don't have every example of everything that I probably have, but we'll have a good start here. So what I want to ask first is give ideas down in the comment sections. If I don't mention something here that you think is good to have or that you've had really good success with in terms of storage and being able to make some killer meals out of it, right? Because that's what we're trying to do. If you've noticed on some of the videos, I'm showing you how to make things from that I call scratch cooking, but some of them may not be scratch items, but they give you an idea. This is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to give you ideas, okay? We're just planting the seed. It's your responsibility after that, okay? All right, so like I mentioned, first and foremost, I'm going to highly encourage you, if you can, learn to can or preserve whatever method you choose, however you choose, your own meats, whether it is from your farm, your home, your neighbor, a trusted farmer, or if you get a killer deal from a trusted source anywhere. It is important for you to understand how to can meats. They have to be pressure canned, okay? We ain't doing no rebel canning up in here and getting sick and being put out in the creek in the middle of a crisis, okay? Do it the right way, okay? Do it the right way. Chicken, sausage, hamburger, beef stew. It's just beef. We call it beef stew because it's in chunks. Bear, turkey, it's endless, okay? We can keep going. You get my point. So the first thing that I want to say to you is try to learn to do it yourself. But as I always tell you, in addition to that, you need backups for backups. So you will clearly see here, obviously I can my own meats. I love to do it, have shown you how to do it in many videos. But I also think backups in other forms are important for the reasons I've already mentioned. So explore and think about these things. And like I said, when you're out shopping, what damage is it to go, you know what, I'm going to put this in the buggy. Maybe I should try some Spam tonight. Patera's got a video from her Nana from the Great Depression about Spam. And man, that looked kind of good. Let's try it out. So I'm just going to give a brief overview of some of the things that I have, what I think about them, etc., etc. There's a lot more to add, and like I said, if I've missed something or you know of something else, add it down below. I already know that I don't have my mackerel up here. Now let me start with this. These little doodillies right here. I love these. I've done a video on them, and a lot of you have commented about them. You can get them at most stores, Dollar General, most places. Yes, they've gone up in price, but folks, that's a no-brainer. Pretty much everything, anything and everything that you want to do, whether you can it yourself, whether you buy it, whatever, everything's gone up in price because feed has gone up in price. We've got situations with the canning situation. There's been all kinds of hot messes the last 3 years. I'm sure you're having fun. But I like these. They have several different flavors. The best thing about these, they used to be around $3.50. In recent weeks, I have noticed that they're about $4.50 to $4.75. So they've gone up. But looky here, like this right here is good until 2026. I've had this probably for 2 years, okay? So some of these things you may see the sell-by date, right, or the recommended dates. This one is 2027. But I think this is a good idea because, number one, here's how I view it. If you're from the South, it's not it's not foreign for us to eat stuff like this, especially in years past, for holidays, to put into gift baskets at Christmas. Cook them up a little bit. You can mash them, put a little applesauce with it, whatever. Guys, they ain't that bad. What I'm looking for is long-term storage. I'm looking for things that I'm comfortable with having that are going to sit at least 2 years out on my shelf, right, or more. That way I have a protein source. Here's another point that I want to make before I continue. You may disagree. That's fine with me. Anything that I'm seeing here, anything that I'm talking about, if I really get into a pinch and I have a lot of this or whatever, and I'm running low on cat food or chicken food, I'm sorry, in a pinch, in a crisis, my cats, my chickens, none of my critters are going to turn this down. Again, this is preparedness. This is not necessarily what you feel today looks like, even though I think a lot of us agree we're entering into some majorly hard times. But my point is there's versatility here. So that's what I'm saying. I don't turn my nose up to any of this. If you do, I hate to tell you, I have a little bit of sympathy for you because I know you're going to have a hard time in the future because you're going to have to get over some of this. You're going to have to go, spam? Yes. Try it out, okay? Try it out. See if you can explore different recipes now, okay? Clearly, we know about beanie weenies. We know about, having beans also in our protein situation in terms of our pantry, but good old beanie weenies, I don't even know what these cost right now. Might be around $1. I don't know. I've had these for a while, so I don't know what the new cost is. But beanie weenies is a good idea. The little sausages. Now, I know there was a recall several months ago. Guys, there could be a recall on anything at any point at any time. Just depends upon what's going on or how they want to freak you out that day, okay? But I'm just giving you suggestions. So Vienna sausages, I used to eat those like crazy when I was a kid. I did. Thought those were awesome. Yep. Sardines, put them down, girl. This is a good option, and also when you get little tins like this, mackerel. I bought several bits of that, so I don't have it up here, but that's an option. Clearly, different types of salmon. You can make salmon patties. That's my favorite way with it to eat this. I love to eat it with spinach. I love salmon and spinach. It's some of my favorite things. But I'm just giving you an example. You buy the style in terms of does it have bones in it? Is it cooked a certain way? Is it flavored a certain way? Salmon is a wonderful option. Now, I know some people are going to comment about the whole situation in terms of mercury or all of this. Guys, we're talking about crisis management food. Okay, if you go without food for about 3 days, you're going to pop open a can of tuna, and you're probably not going to argue with me, okay? You're going to say, yeah, baby, fry it up. So tuna is obviously a really good option as well. Guys, I love Spam. We don't eat it all the time every day or anything like that. I've got multiple videos talking about Spam, showing Spam. Y'all sent me Spam Christmas ornaments this year. And I love it. Thank you so much. They're beautiful on the tree. This is a true long-term classic, okay? My Nana loves Spam. I have a recipe. I will actually link that video taking actually pork and beans. Yeah, it was pork and beans. And you could do baked beans, however you want to style it up, and putting Spam with it. That's how they ate when she was a little girl. Okay, that was a big deal. So there's this option. Now I know, let me put this down here. Now, some of you like different, more generic brands, or even the Walmart brand. You know, whether you want to go to Walmart or not is up to you. That's not the point. You can get off brands or different brands very similar to the Spam. This is one of them. They do tend to be a little bit cheaper because, like I said, you can turn your nose up to it, but that's not a cheap food anymore. So there is that. Obviously, you have different styles of chicken and chicken breast. You can get them just about anywhere, whatever works best for you. I would have that for sure. Like I said, corned beef, I've got several different styles. So, you know, if you've got some freeze-dried eggs, you've got this. I'm going to tell you what, that's not a bad meal for somebody that's hungry and looking for something to eat in a crisis, or you know what, or any other time. Now, I'm going to move over here. Let's move these here. So you've seen just a small preview here. Add to it. You've seen some of my canned goods. We've got different videos on that. I'm going to pan over here because this is my favorite. It's not necessarily the cheapest. I get you, but I love this stuff, okay? I love Keystone meats. I have never had an issue with any of my Keystone meats, whether it's quality after I open the can or any issues in terms of the actual cans themselves. Now, I know a couple of months ago we talked about this. Somebody had talked about how they had some issues with them leaking. I got in contact with the company. I went back and forth with the VP. He's super nice. They said they will take care of you if you have any quality control issues. So I want to go ahead and say that because that may get brought up in the comment section. But I do want to show you the variety of meats, some of the varieties. They have ground beef. They have the pork. They have the chicken. They have turkey. That's not a bad idea to put on the shelf. You don't see canned turkey very often, but Keystone does offer it. And you also have beef. Now, what I'm also doing is I'm showing you the 5 different meats, but I'm showing you 2 different sizes. So right here, you will see that you've got the 28 ounces, okay? And then what they've done is they've come back and they have created these smaller, can you see this, 14.5 ounces. For an average meal here, if I make, let's say I make a chicken casserole, I only use one of these, okay? In essence, you could open up one of the larger, use half, and then put the other half away. You can do that, but I'm telling you, you know, having both is very handy dandy and very convenient. I have eaten and tried all of these. I'm going to be making a video. I haven't done it yet, but coming up showing the beef, I can show you the chicken. It is endless possibilities of what you can do with this. The pork, open it, drain it, plop it in the crock pot, put some barbecue sauce in it, some honey and some seasonings. It's awesome as barbecue pork sandwiches. So I'm just letting you know I have personally eaten and tried, and I continue to buy all of these because I've also done the math. So I know how much it costs for me to do this. On average, once you put in the cost of your jars, your lids, your time and everything, and then the cost of the meat too, and then you come over to Keystone, I will tell you right now, this is the same price or less, depending on what you're doing. So this is what I'm trying to communicate to people. This may be your gig, okay? I don't knock that. I'm all for it. But at the same time, this also should be your gig because it is a backup of backups. But hey, like I said, when you're rotating your pantry and you're trying to eat things and replace things, I would never turn my nose up to anything. Now, last and not least, I wanted to throw this in. This is just an example. I would definitely have different things like chili with meat, chili with beans. You buy whatever brand style you wish. That is your gig. You do you, boo. Okay? This is from Aldi. I like to keep a couple of these on the shelf for convenience, for hot dogs or, you know, something simple. But clearly, you're getting the best of all worlds here. If I were to buy chili, I would make sure that I'm not just buying chili sauce. I would actually make sure that I have the chili and the beans. You want that power punch of all that protein in there. So like I said, this is these foods you should learn to eat and cook now, but the idea of everything that we're talking about here, everything that we're showing, everything that we are demonstrating, Marie, everything that we are demonstrating here is literally for pantry, long-term storage, management, hard times, hedging your bets against inflation. That is what a prepper pantry is all about. Mwah. Oh, I love you, little spam. All right, guys, we appreciate you watching. Be sure to comment down below if I've missed something. I'm sure I have. I mentioned a couple of things that I didn't have an example of, but I'm always learning from you guys. Everyone watching the videos learns from the comment sections because they are awesome. You guys are the real deal. So let us know what you think. Comment down below. Maybe you've got some cool recipes or ideas to do with some of these things, how you cook them, how you prepare with them, whatever. That's the idea, is to share the information and to give more solid ideas to expand everyone's pantry, right? We appreciate you. Like, subscribe, and share. And guys, we'll see you on the next video.